Anyway, welcome to another episode of Atlanta Brick Code TV. Today we have a really fun thing that we're going to be doing. We're going to be building the set and talking about why it's so important to its new owner, Grant.
Yeah.
And actually, we have Joe and Grant on here, and we haven't seen them in a video for a
been a
little
minute,
while.
yeah.
We did some flight tests a while ago with Joe.
That was fun.
Grant's been a little busy with basketball and being cool, and he hasn't been able to be on the channel as much, but he's back, and we're going to have a great time. But So, Grant, what possessed you to buy this set, and can you describe in a few words how it's a very important set?
Well, what brought me to buy it was Joe's text. I wasn't here. He texted me a picture of it, and I got jealous. And so I figured I'd pop in, get some store credit, and buy it.
There you go.
And it means a lot because Ninjago is my favorite theme, and this is probably the rarest set they've made. And it's just it's so nice. There's a lot of nice minifigures. I love the theme of it. So
Great build.
yeah, it's a great build.
pieces.
Yeah.
And it's also worth mentioning that this set isn't really a retail set.
No.
Yep. Mhm.
Like, you can't just go into the store and get one. It's not even like a promotional. So you couldn't buy it in any way. You'd have to work
You had
for
to be an employee
Lego
last
store.
year.
Yeah, it was last year. Yeah.
Yeah, and so from what I talked to some other employees who got a more recent friend's gift for the holidays,
Yeah.
but they said that they are not allowed to sell it, but they can trade it for
They
things.
can, yeah.
So that totally works here at the store. You can
Right.
trade it in for store credit and
Absolutely.
get something else Lego. It's not selling it.
No,
Exactly.
it's totally different.
So that we just want to clarify that whoever did this, I don't know,
Yeah, I
is
don't
not
know.
in any trouble. It's fine.
I was not here when it came in. I actually got a text about it, and I was like, ooh, put that on hold for me. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to tell Grant. He probably wants it more.
And then he found something better.
I did. I found the castle on the floor. So
Yeah,
I
that's
was like,
good.
that's a little better.
Yeah.
And I knew Grant would add this to his collection, and he's already got several good. He got the City of Sticks. So all those temples lined up is going to look
Yeah, I got
quite nice.
Air Jutsu Temple, a bunch of
Yeah.
others. So.
Yeah.
Have we ever done a tour of your collection? And
We
you
did,
and
but
Bodie
it's very outdated.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so at some point, me and Daniel might have to circle back and
Yeah.
visit you and have a good
Yeah.
chat with that. But anyway, so I'm really excited that you were the one to end up with this grant because I think you are really the resident Ninjago
Yeah.
expert and the biggest Ninjago fan here.
Agreed.
I know in our group text sometimes we'll be dissing on Ninjago and you're like, hey, wait a second, bro. And so you're always there to defend it. So
Exactly.
you deserve
I
this
have to.
awesome
Yeah.
the crown of a Ninjago
Exactly,
collection.
that's what it is,
So,
yeah.
Yep.
Fantastic. But so the fun thing we're going to do is, I mentioned earlier we're going to build it. We're not going to do that all on a regular recording. We're going to switch to a time lapse because it'll probably take even I'm guessing at least 40 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
It's a little over 1,000 pieces, and me and Joe can help because apparently they've
Yeah.
got the bags divided up into
Which I think is really
sections.
cool since it's a Christmas gift. Build
Yeah,
it with friends.
exactly.
So we can each build 2 bags and get it done.
Exactly, yeah.
So we can help Grant get it done and in
'Cause I'm slow.
record time. Well, I mean, you want to savor the building
Exactly,
experience. But,
yeah.
So we're going to switch to time lapse right now, but you'll see us building in fast motion. So let's go. I'm cutting all this out.
Christmas.
right, we're recording. So heading over here. This is really cool.
Yeah, I love that dragon.
I love this
Let me
sled.
put these flaps
It's like
in here.
it's a bounty sled.
Right. All the,
Yeah,
the
I
tree
got
with
that
this.
from Engines.
Oh, it's the ninjas. Shurikens.
Yeah.
The 10th anniversary. Woo's head, which is just strange.
Whose head's just sitting there. I like those. This makes me think of like The Hobbit.
Yeah.
With the circular windows.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty, so how long was that? About 40 minutes we're thinking?
Yeah,
50
that's
minutes?
not bad.
Not too bad, but we had all three of us building the entire time,
Yeah.
so if you were somehow to get your hands on this set, it would be quite the process to build it alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Grant, for letting us build this with you. This was a
fun.
lot of fun.
Yeah.
But what are some of your observations about the set? What are some of the details that stand out to you?
Well, the first thing that I saw that was unique, I can't really
Awesome.
pull it out here, but you can find a little picture of it. There is a micro scale Ninjago City Gardens that's just sitting here as like a little
So
decoration
cool.
in the second level. It's really, really cool. And then there's like on the tree, there's a couple shurikens as ornaments. That's pretty cool.
Yep, the throwing stars. Yep.
Yeah, and then I thought this resembled the Temple of Reijutsu a lot. Looks
Mhm.
very similar to it. So it's a very traditional style, which I like.
And then
Mhm.
the
Oh yeah,
sled.
the sled looks like a
Or
Destiny's
sleigh,
Bounty.
Yeah.
yeah.
It looks like a Destiny's Bounty, which I
Yeah.
think is really cool.
Pulled by a very sturdy dragon. You were
Yeah.
mentioning how strong those pieces
Yeah.
were.
Yeah.
It's a very, very nice dragon, actually.
It's a good dragon.
Yeah.
It looks about like Master Wu's dragon from season
Right.
13.
And then there's like 12 minifigures, which is great.
Yeah.
All the
All the
golden
golden
ninja.
ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Christmas Garment.
Christmas Garmadon, Masako, and then two snakes.
Yeah.
It's
The
very,
two
very
Serpentine having a good time on the
With
sled
the
out
bunny.
there.
Father and son.
He's a little
Little
bunny.
bunny. That's great.
That's awesome.
They look so kind of evil, but you can imagine them being nice and happy, right? You know,
Right,
so
yeah.
that's great.
Oh, yeah, and then Mark was mentioning the how cool these presents are, the way they're built. It's
Yeah.
very, very nicely
The-
done.
the
It's a
design
great
of the
technique,
ribbon.
and it reminds me a little bit of the Danish flag, of course.
Exactly, yeah.
So,
Very, very cool stuff.
mhm.
Yeah.
So many good details and so many cool parts too.
Mhm.
There's some really we were talking about all the extra pieces you had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
nice.
can these are just the extras. You can imagine
Yeah.
all the little tiny details in each
Mhm.
part of the set. It's really
Yeah.
fun. I like the icicles,
There's
the
great
little
building
wreaths
techniques.
out there, the dark
Yeah,
green pieces.
That's so nice.
So yeah, great build
Yeah.
and great set. And so one of the interesting things about this set was it has a number of paper bags in here. Let me see
It
if I can
did. It
grab
was
one.
it was odd
Yeah.
that it
So
wasn't
here's
all.
one
Yeah.
as an example. This is bag 8, and it was paper on the outside. It might have had plastic bags
Yeah,
on the
a couple,
inside.
yeah.
So it's quite interesting.
Yeah.
Building mini sets in your lives, what is your experience? How do you think about these paper bags so far? Let's start with
I
you,
like
John.
I don't like it because I like
Not
to
as
be able
much.
to see the parts
Exactly.
in there
Yeah.
Yeah.
and sort them out and stuff. It's much better visually.
Yeah.
So like you can't see what's in there.
Mhm.
It's just
Yeah.
lame.
So Grant, you
Yeah.
actually encountered a little bit. This one piece was still in
Yeah.
there and ended up on
Yeah.
the floor
It's on the
before.
window.
And you
yeah.
don't see that. Yeah.
Exactly,
You can't
yeah.
make sure. You'd have to
Yeah.
like open it up.
And even when you shake it, it's tougher because the material's a bit harder, so
Yeah.
you can't really tell. It doesn't
And-
move as easily.
The inside of the bag has a little bit of like a coating, like a little
Mhm.
plastic-ish vibe to it, and
Right.
so it actually catches the pieces
Yeah.
more than a plastic
Exactly.
bag. So there are some downsides to
Right.
the paper bag. We appreciate the efforts by Lego to be more
Exactly.
sustainable, but it does make it a little bit trickier
Yeah.
when building. So just
Yeah.
keep that in mind if you get a set that will have these new paper bags.
Yeah.
So and nothing to freak out about.
Exactly.
But it's different.
Right.
It's very interesting, especially on this is an early limited release set, so
Mhm.
they can get away with it
Yeah.
here. But
Right.
it'll be interesting when that reaches mainstream,
Yeah.
what
Mhm.
problems we'll be encountering. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, very cool. Well,
Yeah.
I think is there any other details we wanted to share?
I think it's cool that
Oh yeah, that's one thing. You can
the
do.
back here.
Oh, yeah.
You can switch out this table
With
for
this
the
tree.
Christmas tree.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
can do
You
either
can do
one.
either one. So
And then
that's
this looks
really
fine
cool.
outside too, so you can do either one.
And there's seats for everybody.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
really cool.
For literally everyone. It's awesome.
Fantastic. And there, one more rare piece I want to point out is that corner
Oh, yeah.
dome. I think the only other place that I've seen it is the Bowser
Yeah.
for his knees.
Yep.
So it's interesting to see a couple of those in white. Oh, and some of the ninjas
It's
took a
just,
spill.
it's just Kai.
Yeah, it's just
Kai and Zane.
And
yeah.
Zane.
Oh, Rip Zane.
It's not
Exactly.
good.
And one last thing, I did like how they had little poems inside each
Oh,
of
yeah.
the how many instruction
Instructions.
booklets?
6
10?
of them here.
No, 6 of them.
Here, you know what? Let's see. So one of them, it's by Zane. It's actually no. Let's do the other
Zane's wasn't the
one.
best.
Zane's was not the best.
There's some
sadly.
really good ones there. That's a
No,
good one. That's the
you
first
gotta
one.
do
This the
Garmadons.
Garmadons was
Yeah.
good. Garmadons was good. We'll read that one. Okay.
This is our ending. Here you go, guys.
Yes. So it's a postcard from each one has all the characters you get the postcard from.
Very unique.
This one says, "I come down your chimney with my best spin. I greet you most fondly with my merriest grin. My ninja, this night you have nothing to fear. This one time of year, I'm not of destruction, but holiday cheer."
Exactly. They all have great little rhymes like that. We were reading them
It's
out
great.
to each other. It was a
It's
lot
awesome.
of fun. So.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Grant.
All right.
We'll
Thank
round
you.
it out
Thanks for
today.
having me. Yeah.
This was the build and review of this really special one-of-a-kind
The
set.
Temple of Celebrations.
Yes.
I love it. Okay.
Yes.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time.
It's mine.